Welcome to another episode of the Triple Threat Sports Podcast. I'm Jack. This is
Jake.
And today we're going to be talking about baseball, the free agent signings, and then we're going to be talking about the NFL and the NFL and the free agent signings. So we got a lot to talk about today. Anyways, I think we should start with the NFL and the wild card. Yesterday we had some phenomenal games between the Patriots and the Texans and the Bears and the Rams. Jake, would you like to talk about those?
Yeah, I'm going to start with the first game, the Patriots versus Texans. The CJ Stroud, he didn't really come out to play. He was careless with the ball, threw 4 interceptions, and in these playoff games, you got to be careful with the ball. You can't just loft the ball up there and hope that they catch it. No, you gotta either hit the open man or keep on running the ball, pound it, and score these touchdowns. Either not being careless with the ball.
Yeah, I mean 4 interceptions in the first half. That is not win you a football game. Caleb Williams, I said earlier in the crazy games, Caleb Williams had 3 interceptions yesterday, and one of those turnovers lost them the game. So you just cannot be careless with the football.
I agree. So them winning by the Patriots moving on to play the Broncos with Bo Nix out for the season. Now, how do you think this game is going to shape up?
I think the only reason that the Broncos are going to be in it is because of their defense. I think that their defense is going to play. It's going to come to play, and that they are going to know. They know that they are going to be the reason if they make it to the Super Bowl. They are going to be the reason why they're there.
I agree.
Because their offense is going to take a huge hit, especially the passing game. You do not trust Jarrett Stidham to win you a conference championship game, especially against a team like the Patriots led by Drake May, and that defense is also pretty good. They've got some stars like Christian Gonzalez on that team. So, you're just gonna have to pray that your defense can hold you together.
Yeah, the Broncos, I don't know. They might.
I think it's gonna be a low-scoring game, but it's gonna be 20-7, that type of game. It's gonna be low-scoring, but it's not really gonna be very close.
Yeah, I also agree. I don't think the Broncos, the only way that they're gonna actually have a shot is with their defense.
Right.
Without Bo Nix, this offense, can't really do much.
Right. And their offense really wasn't even all that good with Bo Nix. So
yeah.
It's going to be just such a terrible offensive game for the Broncos. Unless Jarrett Stidham is the next coming of Brock Purdy waiting for his chance to play, which I don't think that's how that's going to work. But
yeah, I mean, who's that guy? What's his name?
Jarrett Stidham or Stidham or something?
He hasn't taken a snap all season or in the pro season.
He hasn't taken a snap in 2 years.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna be so rusty.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
It's gonna remind me a lot of how what's his name? Phillip Rivers came out of retirement from 5 years, and then he was throwing ducks and stuff. I feel like that's he's still getting practice snaps, but that's against a defense that it's probably wouldn't that be against probably a B?
I would assume that they would play the backup defense or something.
Right. Yeah.
And this Patriots defense looked, a against the Texans, getting 4 interceptions, they looked good. But now with the Broncos, I think that the Broncos are going to have to play a tough defense without Bo Nix. And I just don't think the Broncos have much of a shot to even keep this game close.
Yeah. Yeah, I think R.J. Harvey is going to have to come alive. You know who I think was good for the Broncos this week, at least in the first half, which was first quarter, which was all I was able to watch, other than like the final 5 minutes, was Pat Bryant. He had like 5 catches or something when I turned the game off, which was in the first quarter. So they're going to need to throw the ball to him. They're going to need to throw it to R.J. Harvey and Cortland Sutton and Marvin Mims. They just need to get their playmakers the ball. And hope. I think what they're going to do is a lot of short passes, not a lot of downfield stuff, because, you don't really trust your quarterback who hasn't thrown a snap or thrown a pass in 2 years. I don't know if they'd trust him to make those throws downfield against a defense like the Patriots.
Yeah. That game's going to be interesting. I don't think the Broncos have much of a shot. I didn't really think they had much of a shot against the Bills.
Right.
Even with Bo Nix.
Yeah, I thought the Bills were going to be able to take care of them, but no.
Yeah. That late game interception thrown by Josh Allen. Some fans can argue that his knee was down, but some Denver fans can argue that he didn't have possession and it was like half and half. Like half was in the Broncos defender,
right, and if it's
half
then it goes to receiver. That reminds me a lot of the NFC Championship or whatever game that was. What was it? It was Packers versus Seahawks, where they gave it an interception even though they both had 50-50 possession.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago. Jeez.
But I think that it should have been a catch.
Right.
I don't think it should have been an interception. His knee was down when it was like 70-30, and then like when his knee was like fully down, like both of his knees and like his body, it was 50-50, and then once he falls to the ground, it's taken away from the Broncos. And the refs were like, well, that's an interception, and they weren't really looking at it a lot. And I was listening to this interview by the Bills coach, and he was like, they really weren't looking it over, and I had to call timeout because I was like, I can't challenge that because all of the plays are shot up to New York for review. And he called the timeout to slow down and maybe look at it again.
What did they call it? They called it a catch, right? Or an interception?
Yeah, they ended up calling it an interception, and the Broncos went down and scored.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It was like the late game interception thrown by Caleb Williams. I don't know, but Caleb Williams.
That was the play. I don't know if you remember. It was late. It was fourth quarter. It was Matthew Stafford. He threw it to Devontae Adams, and Tyreek Stevenson literally ripped the ball out of Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
It was a catch, but his knee was clearly down.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if you're going to call that in the Bears game, you have to call that in the Broncos game, too.
Yeah, but, the Broncos, they were, or the Bills were close to field goal range. They were, 15 yards off.
Right.
From field goal range, and they just needed, a quick out route to get, 7 yards after the catch to get the first down.
Yeah.
But, that they ended up throwing an interception, and the Broncos went down and scored and won the game. See,
right.
I don't know.
It's just, I think the referees, I just think the referees have got to play better. I think that almost kind of goes with what Puka Nacua said on that one, live stream where he said the refs make calls just to get on TV sometimes.
Yeah.
And I remember one time I saw this thing. I don't know if it was AI. It might have been, but it was it was like super realistic. I think it wasn't, and it was the refs, and they were talking, and they were like, "Let's just call it a holding," because they didn't think their mics were on, but they were, and they were like, "Let's just call it a holding." So that makes me wonder if the refs really are throwing games.
Yeah, this brings back memories, like, from watching stuff. When, this is for baseball, but when the perfect game, and
Oh, yes,
he
I remember
called
that.
him safe when he
Yeah.
was clearly out, and, like, I heard people, like, wanted to, like,
They,
I don't
they,
know.
they were sending him death threats. But
Yeah.
that guy, at least, he came out and said that he made the wrong call.
Mhm.
And he was, like, emotional. He felt so bad for the guy.
Yeah.
But your referees, well, they'll stand by their call no matter what. It gets...
Yeah, like, I'm an umpire. I ump for games sometimes, and it's like, you make the wrong call. Well, you can't go, oh, I made the wrong call. He was actually safe. Like, then
Yeah,
the other team's going to be like, what? But you already called him out.
right.
So you got to stick with your gut, and if you're wrong, then
That
get
stinks for
better
the
at, yeah,
viewers.
get better at umping, I guess. Um,
Right.
but,
Yeah,
you
but
know,
also, if you're wrong, you still won the game, and even so, he got the next batter out. So there's no reason to send the ump death threats, because the
yeah.
guy clearly didn't even care, the pitcher.
Mhm.
So it's just like, if you really are sending death threats to a human beings make the wrong call sometimes, but when you're in a situation like that, in the Broncos-Bills game, you kind of have to make the right call. And also, why didn't that go to replay assists or whatever?
I'm not sure.
Couldn't New York, even if it was under 2 minutes, and New York, or I mean, the coaches
Couldn't challenge it. Couldn't New York challenge it though?
Yeah, I don't know. I think the refs were pretty confident of what they saw, but, like, I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
That was obviously a reception.
right.
And that would have set the Bills up to win the game.
Yeah. It's just,
Yeah.
it stinks because that was really the Bills' like chance. I think their Super Bowl window is closed because no Lamar, no Joe Burrow, no Patrick Mahomes, and you do that. That's not like they'll blame it on the refs all they want, but Josh Allen did not have a very good game. He had 4 turnovers, 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles, and then James Cook had a fumble too. So that's partially the ref's fault, but it's also your quarterback's fault for throwing giving them the ball so many times. So you can't just blame it on the refs. But yeah,
I think some of this has to go to the head coach because the second, right before halftime, they could have just taken a knee. There was 10 seconds left, but they decided to throw the ball around. And that
right.
ended up getting a field goal for the Broncos, and you would have lost the game. And the Bills would have won the game if that didn't happen. If the coach would have just said, you know what, we're just gonna take it into halftime. There's 10 seconds left. We have no timeouts. Why even do that?
Right.
And they ended up firing him this morning. And do you think that was the right decision to fire him?
I don't. I think, you have a guy like him for so many years, 9 years as your head coach. He's been a great head coach. He clearly loves your team. He loves your quarterback. They've been good every year for many years. You can't just fire him just because you lost in the playoffs. It's not his fault. I feel like the Bills are always in the AFC Championship. So you just got to get over that hump. And part of it, it's not coachable. Some of the stuff that they do, turnovers are not coachable at all. So
Yeah, I think
and
they
also,
made.
well, also the refs are out of the team's control.
So you can't blame that on the coach. You can't blame the turnovers on the coach either. I don't get it.
Yeah. I think they made a bad decision firing him.
Mm-hmm.
Because who are you gonna sign now?
Mm-hmm.
Who
Who's
are you
even
gonna sign?
left?
Yeah.
Who's left? Like, what's the guy? The
Harbaugh?
Packers.
Oh.
Or not the Packers. The Rams defensive coordinator. I've heard that guy is like a hot name.
Oh yeah. But other than that, like, who are you gonna go after? John Harbaugh? He just signed with the Giants.
Yeah.
And
Kevin Stefanski, he just signed with the Falcons. So. Mm-hmm.
And I doubt who wants to go to the Raiders? Who wants to go to that team? Let's get the first overall pick. Who are you gonna take?
Mm-hmm.
A quarterback? A quarterback with no offensive line, no wide receivers, no defense. Besides Max Crosby, you're gonna take a quarterback.
And I think they're gonna trade Max Crosby.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets traded to the Bears.
That would be big. That'd
be awesome.
If I had to pick a team that Max Crosby would go to, I don't know.
I think the most realistic team is probably the Bears. The Bears are not trading this year's first-round pick, though, because I believe that they're going to go first round, second round, and third round. They're going to draft the D-line. And if they trade for Max Crosby, they could trade a first-round pick to next year and maybe, like, DJ Moore or something. I saw that they're, expecting to trade DJ Moore. I don't know.
Yeah. My dad was like, all right, well, how do we prepare for next season? Well, we got to trade DJ Moore, get a defensive line, and we'd be set.
Right.
That's what he said. And
I think our D-line yesterday played great. I just wish they would do that the whole season long.
And I don't really think we need DJ Moore because we get Luther Burden more catches.
I like DJ Moore more than I like Roma Dunze. But I like Komet, I like Loveland, I like Burden, and I like DJ Moore. And Zacchaeus, if he can ever just catch the ball, I like him too.
Oh, yeah. Seahawks versus the Rams next week. Who do you think's going to win that?
I give the Rams the upper edge. No, wait, scratch that. I give the Seahawks the upper edge. The Seahawks already beat them at home. Yeah, yep. The Seahawks already beat them at home, and they already, their defense is going to be coming out. They've got JSN, Kenneth Walker at 3 cuttings against the Niners, and they've got Sam Darnold. And I know that the Rams have a good offense, and their defense isn't too shabby either. But they almost lost to the Bears, who are the Bears, and they Bearsed it. And they almost lost to the Panthers, who are a team that they already lost to. And that the Seahawks beat by 17 points. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I think the Seahawks coming hot off of last week, playing the 49ers, beating them by like 40 points.
Right.
If the Seahawks can do that against the Rams, I don't even think this game is gonna...
Close.
I think it's over after the first half.
Yeah.
Maybe first quarter.
Nah, I don't think first quarter. I mean, you can only score so many points in the first quarter.
Well, it was 17 to 0 in the first quarter against the 49ers. And I'm like, what are we doing? You let off a kick return touchdown to start off the game, right. And it just went downhill from there.
I loved that call by Kevin Burkhardt on that kickoff return. That was such a great call.
Yeah. But, there could be an upset. Rams, maybe. But no, I don't think so. I think the Seahawks are going to win. I think the Seahawks will crush them.
You want to do more predictions?
Sure.
All right, let's start with the AFC game with our score predictions for that one. I think I already said mine, but I want to change it. I am going to go, let's go Patriots 24, Broncos 7. No, Patriots 24, Broncos 10. I think the Patriots are going to get out to a slow start, but they're going to pour it on in the third quarter, and then that game's just going to get out of hand. So, yeah.
All right. I think Patriots 31.
Jeez. So much for a defensive game.
Broncos 13.
Oh, I thought you were about to say that. Yeah, that seems like a fair score. But I'm kind of interested in what you think the score's gonna be like at half, and then when it gets out of hand.
At half, I think it's gonna be 17-3 maybe.
And then they just kind of pour it on.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. You can go for the Seahawks versus.
Yeah, sure. All right, Seahawks versus Rams. I think that the Seahawks are going to be able to win this one 31-24. Kind of like the Bears versus Packers game, but there's going to be no comeback needed. So, yeah, 31-24.
All right. I think it's going to be Seahawks 27, Rams 17. Yeah. I think that it's going to be that.
It'll be
27-17. I predicted
the Bears-Rams game was going to be 27-17 Bears in my prediction that I made yesterday, but it turned out not to be like that. So I think I'll bet you that have you seen the little girl on like TikTok or whatever, and she like posts videos of her like picking the teams, and every single time she has been wrong. It's crazy.
Wow.
She picked the Bears to win, and then they were wrong. She's 0 for 9. Or, wait. 0 for... I think she's 0 for 10, actually. I don't know. But it's crazy. So, I think once we know who she picks, then we'll know who's going to win the Super Bowl, basically.
Yep. And they showed this commercial yesterday that I thought was pretty funny at the Bears game. It was like this dad had like a napping baby.
I saw that, the sleeping baby.
Yeah, and he was like celebrating quietly. He was like, yeah,
go Bears. Whoa.
Yes.
Yeah. If the Bears would have won that game yesterday, I would have literally ran around my neighborhood with like my shirt off, and I would have been like, yeah, Bears win, Bears win, Bears win.
Yeah.
But they could not get it done.
Yeah.
It's always next year.
Mm-hmm.
Except when they're next year.
Next year, Bengals, Bears, Super Bowl, Bengals win. Yes.
No.
Yep. Yep, that's what's going to happen.
You're such a goober, bro. How could you pick the Bengals? We all know they're going to go 7-10.
I mean, you're probably right.
Mm-hmm. And the Bears are probably going to go 8-9. They'll find a way to Bears it.
All right. Talk a little about baseball, maybe?
Sure.
A little bit about baseball. Kyle Tucker signing with the Dodgers. Now the Dodgers are going to be powerful.
I mean, who are we kidding? They were overpowered last year.
Yeah.
It's no different. It's going to be like they are putting so much money aside. They're going to be paying so much money like in 2030. They're literally just trying to win now. They are going to be so bad in like 10 years. Like they're going to be atrocious because they have to pay all this money to their players because they're putting the contracts off, I believe, till like 2035 so that they can afford like all these superstars. But it's just crazy.
Yeah.
The rich get richer, as they like to say.
Mhm. Classic Dodgers.
Yeah.
And then they're going to try to rebuild, but it's not going to work. And then they're going to get this, and then they're going to finally have this superstar, Shohei Ohtani, that's going to come out of nowhere and hit 500 home runs every year.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Classic Dodgers.
Classic Dodgers. Yeah, let's talk about the Alex Bregman signing, which I don't know how good of a signing that really was for the Cubs. 5 years, what was it? 5 year, $150 million
Yeah,
to
something like that.
an aging guy that's peak was like 2018, 2019. He really
Yeah.
wasn't that good for the Red Sox last year. I don't really see why the Cubs made this move. Who is because what position is he even going to play? Third base?
Yeah.
Don't they have the one guy that they traded for last year? What was that guy? He was on the Rays. Why can't I think of it? I literally went to a Cubs game last year. Why can I not think of this?
Trader. Can't believe
No, it was just
Cubs game.
I went with my grandma, bro. She's a Cubs fan, okay?
Oh. That makes it better. Actually,
Yeah.
it doesn't.
I would never root for any team other than the Sox.
Yeah.
But I had to wear Cubs gear for that game. I'm sorry. I wore a Cubs shirt that I got like 10 years ago.
You were probably like, oh yeah, go Cubs.
Cubs, go. It was awesome. This was actually 2 years ago. This wasn't even last year. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh.
It was so funny because Ian Happ hit like a 3-run homer like onto the street. It was crazy. The stadium was going bananas.
Yeah. Top free agent right now, isn't it like the guy that used to play for the Astros, like Fernando Ferreros or something?
Framber Valdez.
Yeah.
It would be great if the Sox would sign him. The Sox. Let's talk about the Munetaka Mura.
Yes.
Whatever his name is, signing to the White Sox. What a great signing! I was ecstatic when I heard that they'd signed him. Oh boy, I was so happy because I'd seen the reports and I was like, the top teams projected to sign Munetaka Murakami or whatever his name is. Dodgers, Yankees, Mets, Cubs, White Sox. What? White Sox, and then they got him.
I know the Red Sox were up there because like they were.
I knew the first like 3 teams were interested. I kind of made up the Cubs, but I'm sure the Cubs are always interested.
Yeah, I'm sure it was like the Dodgers. Dodgers are always interested in someone. Yeah. But that was a great signing. I was like, another free agent. We're gonna sign these 40-year-old guys
another 1 year, $2 million.
Yeah.
Contract.
With these.
I'm so mad that we let Mike Tauchman walk.
Yeah.
He was great for us last year.
Yeah, I mean, we should have traded him at the deadline.
I don't think we should have traded him, but I think that we should have kept him for this year because he brings leadership to the clubhouse, which is something that we need. Veteran leadership. Like Luis Robert, if Luis Robert can have a good year, and like Colson Montgomery, Luis Robert,
Colson,
the legend, the Bears future Hall of Famer, and then Chase Mydroth, and all them guys. Did you see we might trade Edgar Caro?
Oh yeah.
I'm mad. Why would we ever trade Edgar Caro? He's pretty good.
Yeah.
But also, I saw that we might be trading for Jackson Merrill. That would be interesting.
Ooh, that would be good.
Yeah.
You know, he's really good. I think he's really good.
He's amazing. Jackson Merrill. An outfield, listen to this outfield. That could be in a couple of years. Braden Montgomery, Luis Robert, and Jackson Merrill. That would be an insane outfield.
And we have the first overall pick, and we're going to get this guy.
We're going to draft, the shortstop from UCLA.
Yeah. We can move Colson maybe over to third.
I wouldn't be surprised if Colson's playing first base. But also, we've still got Lenine Sosa, that guy. He can play basically everywhere, but he's not a very good fielder. I don't get why we play him at like second base. I think he would be a much better first base. He's big, so I just don't get it.
Yeah. So like we move Colson over to third, Mydroth to second, and have that shortstop play shortstop.
And then maybe we draft a first baseman or something. Well, I don't know.
Have, like,
you know what we could have? We could have Caro at catcher, and then Kyle Teal
at first.
Yeah,
and then
that works.
The Morikawa guy at DH.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause
That guy, I saw he like kind of fell off a little bit last year, but he should be fine. No White Sox players ever fall off when you go on the White Sox.
yeah, what
Definitely
he
not
hit?
the
What did he hit? Like 30 home runs?
Yeah, instead of his like 56.
Yeah.
Oh, but by the way, if we sign Moncada, why not just bring back Tim Anderson, Eloy Jimenez,
Yeah.
Lucas Giolito, Dylan Cease? That'd be great.
Please sign Moncada. The
We
good old
signed him?
White Sox. I said I want to.
Oh,
They
yeah,
should
me
sign
too.
him.
They should.
Have him be
He
a
would
bench
be
player.
awesome.
He'd be a great
No,
bench warmer.
he'd be a great bench warmer, but also he didn't have that bad of a year for the Angels last year. I think he still got some pop.
Yeah.
So if we signed him, he could play basically anywhere. He could be basically Lenyn Sosa the second, but like the first because he was on the Sox before him. But I feel like that's not really a bad idea if we sign him. Like, obviously we have nostalgia kicking in because we both loved him when he was on the Sox. But I just think it's actually not a bad signing.
Yeah. Might as well sign Tim Anderson, Eloy, the good old Jose Abreu.
Jose, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think he plays in like a Mexican league, or he might have retired.
One of those.
Because I saw something. It was like he played for like the Armadillos or something of like the Mexican league. I don't know. It was like if you guys know what I'm talking about, it was like some crazy name for the team, but it was like Spanish, so I don't really know. But yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. Fill me in.
You know, I think I was looking at like they were giving grades to like every team for free agent. We had an A+.
Right,
for free agent.
And it said we were winning the offseason, which that never happens when it's the White Sox. So, yeah, everyone thought, my dad said a good point yesterday talking about the Bears, that the Bears, everyone says that all the Chicago teams, like their windows are going to be open, and then the windows are never open. The Sox window 2021 was literally the only year other than 2020 that we were actually good, and then the Bears, we were good in 1985. Everyone thought we were going to win a couple of Super Bowls. We only won one. So, yeah it's got to get back to where we were.
I can like kind of picture like the Bulls being like the 90 Bulls being like the Dodgers, like just like you get the best player in the league, and then like you like sign Pippen to like this low-term deal, like that was like $2 million for like 7 years or something.
Really, and that was it.
It was like he like wanted to be traded like really badly because he had such a low contract.
Wow.
And
that's traded Scottie Pippen.
And like we got all these good players, and then like soon enough we were just like, we don't know how to rebuild.
Everyone's always talking about how the NBA is so much better nowadays. Well, the LeBron fans are saying that. So much better nowadays than it was in the 90s. No one watches. Like, they say LeBron's made the league much better. The viewership is way down from when Michael Jordan was in the league. And also, like, the defense, there was actual defense, like, in the NBA when Michael Jordan was in the league. So, nowadays, there's no defense at all. Like, it's sad.
Just like Steph Curry pulling up from half court.
Dude, he could literally make a shot from the moon, I think.
Yeah.
The only other people, or I think the GOAT debate, and this is going to be a hot take, not the first guy. Not the first two guys, the last guy. It's Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and Steph Curry. Steph Curry literally changed how the NBA is. He made 3 3-point shots, like important shots now. Like, the NBA was never going to be a 3-point shooting league until...
It was like a dunking league.
Right,
like
it was literally like layup, dunk, layup, short jumper. And then Curry comes in and all of a sudden it's like a 3-point league.
Yeah, it was like layup, short jumper, short jumper. And then Jordan comes in, And then it was like dunk, 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 dunk. And then Curry comes in, it's like 3-point, 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 3-point. And it just like made the NBA, he made the NBA a little bit more interesting from when I like didn't really like to watch it. But when Curry came in, like I was like, let's turn on the Golden State Warriors game and watch Steph Curry shoot 400 3-pointers.
Yeah, the only two teams that I like in the NBA are the Golden State Warriors because they have Steph Curry and the Chicago Bulls because they're the Chicago Bulls. And the Warriors play exciting basketball because they have Steph Curry on their team. He makes their team exciting. When I see LeBron's playing, I'm like, oh, great. They're going to glaze him. They're going to say, oh, LeBron's the GOAT. LeBron's the GOAT. LeBron played for like 25 years. He's getting up there. The reason he leads the NBA in points is because he's played for like 85 years. He's going to be playing till his great grandkids are in the league. It's crazy.
I know. But like Michael Jordan still beats out LeBron in some stats. Yet Michael Jordan
6-0. Hey, he's 6-0 in the finals, and LeBron 3-6 or whatever, 4-6. I don't know.
Something like that. And he still beats him out. Yet LeBron played double the amount of years that Jordan did. So really,
Jordan liked to spread the ball around to his teammates. Like Pippen, Rodman was more defensive and rebounds, but he still got other guys the ball. And when I turn on a Lakers game, I just see, LeBron's never passing it unless it's to Luka. And I don't even think LeBron passed the ball very much before they got Luka. So, I don't know.
The only person he's going to pass to is Bronny James.
Yeah, Bronny James the third.
Yeah. But, all right.
They should he's going to have, like, so many, like, grandkids on his team. They should just change it to the LA Bronze.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
That would be so funny. Just like, LeBron to LeBron.
Bronny throwing to Bronny, and it's a slam dunk. The Bronnies win the game.
With their captain, 74-year-old LeBron James.
Playing power forward, owning the team, being the team mascot, and he literally created all of the players on this team.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. That is
the LA Bronnies. The LA Bronnies.
Yep. But like, I mean, I'll only turn on the NBA if like I really wanted to.
Yeah. Like I don't even really watch the Bulls very much. I'll check my phone when they're playing. I'm like, oh great, the Bulls are playing. Oh, they won? That's cool. Oh, they lost? That stinks. They're going to be 40-42 like they always are.
Yeah.
Make the play-in and lose to the Heat.
Yep.
I remember one year, we were like the 3 seed. We were 46-36. We were like the number 1 seed in the East at one point, and I was like, man, this team's going to be really good. Next year, we were like 38-44.
And getting like the play-in and lose to the Heat in the championship, and then the Heat lose to the Celtics.
Right.
It's like it's every year. It's the same thing. No team is better than another team. It's always the Thunder and the Celtics at the two.
I think the
seeds.
next many years, it's gonna be the Thunder and the Spurs.
Oh yeah,
and
Spurs.
Even
Victor.
I think the Bulls have a super good young core, which if they can like cash in on the Noah Esingwe draft pick, which I don't think they did very well. I think they should have taken Will Riley or Kasparis Yakichonis, but I'm also an Illinois fan, so I'm kind of biased. But I saw an Illinois game in person. Those guys were great. They they really killed Xavier, who I was watching them play in March Madness, and they seemed really good. And Noah Esingwe, he like didn't play a single like anything for the Bulls, and then he got hurt. So you don't really know how he's gonna be, but also I just don't trust that he is going to be great for the Bulls, which you need great players for the Bulls because they'll still find a way to mess it up.
Yeah. And I'm kind of done with, like, Sports Center because, like, I don't care about the Lakers. And
remember I made that? Remember
Yeah.
I did the rant?
That was... now I watch Get Up because they usually talk about
I
football.
watch Get Up because they actually talk about teams that I watch. They talk about the Bears a lot.
Yeah.
And Sports Center is just LeBron James, the Celtics, the Lakers, the Dodgers, and the Yankees. I don't care.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll talk about the Bears, but it has to be like the Bears like have to come back from like down 80 to like be even like showed for like a 50-second moment. I remember the Bears versus Packers wild card. They talked about it for like 5 minutes, and then they talked about LeBron James for like 30 minutes. It was like crazy.
Yeah, and they're like, well, let's pause here and give a congratulations to Travis Kelce for
having 3 receiving yards in yesterday's game. Woohoo! Go Travis Kelce.
And, the Chiefs, I think they're going to be a dominant team next year. Even without Patrick Mahomes, I think that they're going to win the Super Bowl. And I just hear them talk about the Chiefs. Oh, the Chiefs, the Lakers.
Oh, the Chiefs are great. The Lakers, they still got enough in the tank. LeBron James is going to be the GOAT. He is the GOAT already. Shut up, bro.
Yeah. The national championship is today.
Yeah.
I don't really care about it.
I could care less. Like, I'm rooting for Miami, but I don't really care who wins. Like, go Miami, but if Miami loses us, shucks, that stinks.
Yeah.
I really need a banner in my room that says, the U football. That would be tough. Miami logo and then football. I could put that next to my Vanderbilt one.
Yeah. But the reason I watch Get Up is because they talk about football.
Yeah, and I want to watch football. I don't care that the Lakers played last Saturday. I don't care.
I don't care that the Celtics have won another game. I don't care that the Pacers are on their downfall. I don't care. And
I don't care how Tyrese Halliburton's doing on his 38,000th day since he tore his ACL. I don't care that Anthony Davis is hurt. Just give him a Band-Aid. He should be fine.
Yeah. And Get Up is like, I don't care if you talk about Drake and A in the Patriots.
Right. Breaking news. LeBron James stubbed his toe. He's going to be out for 4 minutes. Oh, no. LeBron James, no. Should we someone call an ambulance?
Yep.
That's career ending.
Yep. And the Get Up crew actually talks about the Bears.
I know. They're like, is the Bears Super Bowl window going to be open? Is the Bears Super Bowl window already open? And they're like, I think so. They actually talk, like, they actually have, like, cool discussions. Sports Center, I love the guys on Sports Center, but all they talk about is the Lakers and the Celtics and the Chiefs, and just shut up, bro.
Yeah. And it's like, they discuss about it for, 2 minutes, and then next subject. Like, Get Up, actually has different time.
Well, the thing is, Get Up has 2 hours to talk about stuff.
Yeah.
But Sports Center only has an hour. I think they should extend Get Up's time, because I love Get Up. I think the people that they have on that show, they're all, experienced people who know what they're talking about. I love when they have Stephen A. Smith on that show, because he just, yells at everyone. It's so funny.
Yeah. They have, different, designated times. Oh, we're going to talk about 15 minutes about the NFC West and how it's going, and then we're going to talk about the Bears, and then we're going to talk, I don't think I've heard the Get Up crew talk about basketball once.
Yeah, I don't think, because they know that basketball isn't popular. It's not as popular as the NFL. They actually know what's popular and what they need to be showing and what people want to see. Sports Center just thinks, oh, the Lakers, people liked the Lakers 5 years ago. Let's keep talking about them, right? Yeah.
And, the NBA, nobody watches that anymore.
I know. If you're watching basketball, you're probably watching college basketball or even high school basketball. I watch a lot of high school basketball. They're fun. They're fun games to watch.
Let me just see this top let's see, 100 sports, what should I call it? Like sports networks, I guess?
Sports leagues? I don't know what you're looking for.
Like how, like viewed,
No,
viewed.
search up NBA viewership or something.
Alright, NBA.
Or search for NBA Finals viewership compared to like World Series or Super Bowl. Cause it's not even close. The Super Bowl is obviously going to be a lot higher because like it's one game and everyone knows about the Super Bowl, but baseball, not everyone watches baseball because everyone thinks baseball is boring nowadays, which I'll agree. Baseball is sometimes boring to watch on TV, but I just want the White Sox to play again because I miss baseball. And I can't wait. I don't know how I'm going to be able to wait 8 months to watch the Bears beat down on the Packers twice a year and probably beat them in the playoffs if they even get that far. So,
all right, most watched sporting events in U.S. Because if we're going world, it's going to be like the World Cup.
Yeah. Well, it's by far going to be the Super Bowl.
In the U.S. Yeah, it's going to be the Super Bowl. Yeah, it is Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Let's see. Most popular sporting events. Olympics. I mean, I watch the Olympics.
I love the Winter Olympics. Mm-hmm. I like watching. What's that one game? It's called like curling or something. I think that one's super fun to watch.
Yeah. People like. All right. This isn't the one that I want to look at.
That curling reminds me a lot of shuffleboard. Have you ever played shuffleboard, Jake?
Isn't that like where you like slide the?
Yeah, I always play it. I used to go to this lake house for Labor Day every year, and they had a shuffleboard court on it, and we would always have tournaments, and that was so fun. Those were the days.
Yep. Let's see this. Okay, so it's the Super Bowl by far. So it's Super Bowl 58, then Super Bowl 57, and then we're just going to go down Super Bowl 48, Super Bowl 50, Super Bowl 46. It's just a bunch of Super Bowls. Let's see when. Oh, no, that's the farthest it goes. But it's NCAA Men's Basketball Championship has gotten more views than the NBA Finals.
That is not surprising to me at all.
Mm-hmm.
I literally loved watching the Pacers last year versus the Thunder. That was a great finals, and I like the Pacers. I like Tyrese Halliburton, and I like him a heck of a lot more than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So if the Thunder are going to be on top of that league for a long time, and people don't really like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander all that much, I think the viewership's going to go down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. People watch the Kentucky Derby. Derby more than the NBA Finals.
I don't even watch the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You know, I don't think this one's really right. It goes Super Bowl, World Series. I think I watch the Masters more than the World Series. NBA Finals.
Yeah, I like watching PGA Tour. I think the PGA Tour is super fun to watch.
Yeah.
I always watch it with my cousins whenever I'm at their house. It's very fun. Very fun to watch.
Yeah. Let's see, NBA Finals. Over 100 million more people have watched the Super Bowl than the NBA Finals.
Does not surprise me one bit. That's crazy.
The Super Bowl, everyone's watching that. Everyone's watching that. You know, I think more Monday Night Football games might get more views than the NBA Finals.
I don't know about Monday Night Football. definitely not Thursday night. I'd say Sunday night's probably the most watched football game. And especially, well, if it's on, like, Thanksgiving, then that's probably a very, very watched game.
Mm-hmm.
Are the Thanksgiving games. I saw that, like, the Chiefs versus Cowboys, like, set the record for, like, the most views. And then that record got broken, I'm pretty sure, like, a couple hours later by the Bengals versus Ravens. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. I think more and more people are watching the NFL because they're doing something smart. They're expanding. They go to London every year. They went to Brazil this year. They go to Germany. They go to all these places. And then the NBA, I don't even know if they go like out of the America. I saw they had a game, or America and Canada. I saw they had a game in London, I think. But that's pretty much as far as they've gone. And the MLB does it pretty well, where they go to London sometimes. But I don't even think that. I said the MLB. I don't even think the MLB needs to do it because the MLB has such a passionate fan base. Like, there's so many passionate fans of every team. Like, they don't go to a lot of the games, but there's 162 games, so they don't even need to like go to the games, and they can just watch them all on TV. That's what I love about the MLB, and I wish that the NFL, like, I know there's no shot they could ever do this. I wish that the NFL would have, like, 162 game schedule. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be really cool. And then it's like you're watching the NFL every single day. But
right,
that would be hard on the players.
Yeah,
like,
that would be
really
impossible.
Hard.
Impossible. I think they would have to have a game and then a rest day, and then a game and then a rest day.
Not even. They can't, maybe not even like a game. They might need 2 rest days.
So then, but then a season would be like 2 years long. Then college football wouldn't really. Oh, I guess college football would work. You would have like the draft, and then like games or you could do like the All-Star break, and then have like a draft, and then have like a couple of days off, and then your players they report to the teams and stuff, and then they don't really play for like the first month, and they learn the plays, and then they start playing. That would be cool.
Mhm. Yeah, that would be really cool.
But then the seasons, I guess, that's how we get college football, and that would obviously never happen, but that would just be so cool. You'd be like, oh, the Bears are on today. Oh, that'll be awesome. And then the Bears are on, they're on Thursday. They're on Saturday, too. That would be cool.
Yeah, but, not every MLB game is sold out like the NFL, but they have 162 games. I mean, there's going to be some games that are going to be sold out, like Cubs, White Sox, or Boston, New York. Those games are going to be sold out, but like
I came up with an awesome plan for what the Sox could do when they beat the Cubs at home or at the Sox Park. They should start playing "Go Cubs Go," and then like just mock the Cubs. That would bring a rivalry together, like the Bears-Packers rivalry. Ever since Ben Johnson is coming, or ever since the game last year where Cairo Santos hit the game-winning field goal, that rivalry is back, and the Bears are owning them. They've won 3 out of the last 4 games, and the Bears
the cheese grater,
the cheese grater has Caleb Williams grating cheese on live television, and then they're showing like that rivalry has finally been awoken. Ben Johnson and Matt LaFleur hate each other, and they showed it's a rivalry. You shouldn't like the guys on the other side of the field if you're in a rivalry.
Yeah.
So I think the MLB's rivalries are good. They're no one's rivalries come close to the NFL. I don't even know. Does the NBA even have rivalries? I don't even know.
I don't even know either. But did you hear about that the MLB might like conjoin conferences with people?
What?
That my dad was telling me about this, that they might like have only like 2 conferences. And
No. But the AL Central is so easy to win.
Yeah. Let me see.
If the White Sox win like 90 games, they could probably win that division.
Joining divisions. MLB. Let me just see. know if I'll be able to pull it up. Division. Rumors. Creating a potentially creating 8 4-team divisions to cut. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, creating 8 teams with 4 divisions to cut West Coast travel.
Oh wow. Wow, that would be. I think it would be cooler with 8 4-team conferences or divisions, because then you could have like the North team, the South team, the West team, and then the East division. That's what I meant. But also, Jake, I kind of got to wrap this up soon.
All
so
right.
I got to go.
All right. Well, I think that would wrap it up.
Yep.
I'm Jake. Yeah, we did cover a lot today. I'm Jake. This is
Jack.
And that was the end of our podcast.
Yep. Thank you for